Good morning, y'all. Today's Facebook post is going to be about choosing to be happy. And I'm choosing to go inside. I'm cold. That's cold. It's cold as shit outside. I was trying to be cool. That shit ain't working. We're going to do this shit from inside today. Choose to be happy. When I was going through my depression, I met my mentor, and my mentor literally was like, man, come out and spend some time with us. Come stay with me and my wife. Let us help you get to where you need to be to get you back up on your feet mentally. So I went out and they took care of me, and I got an opportunity to watch their life. And I thought because my mentor was so well off, like people talking about getting that bag, he not only got the bag, he got the textile company that make the bags. But I thought with him being so well off in life that that was the reason why he was happy. And when I got a chance to spend time with him and his wife, I got to see all the problems that they had and all the things that they were going through, in some cases because of money. Anyway, and I asked him, I was like, sir, like, why are you so happy all the time? And he said, because when I wake up in the morning, I choose to be happy. He said, regardless of what I'm going through, when I wake up in the morning, I choose happiness. So I started using that. I started saying that. And I'm going to tell you something about where I was raised now. My dad was an old school Brookhaven, Mississippi country dude. I'm going to tell y'all why I didn't smile much when I first came out. This is the kind of shit my dad used to tell me. My dad used to say, I remember my dad walked in the house. I was playing. I was running around happy. I was young, so I'm running around happy and just young and ignorant. My daddy said, what the fuck you happy for? He said, I make all the money around this motherfucker and I ain't happy. What you smiling for? And I literally stopped smiling. My dad believed that no man should be showing his teeth all the time. But, that was the way that he was raised, and that was the way that I was raised. But once I got older and started getting around the right people, I found that that's really not the right mentality. Like, there's already so many stereotypes out. There's already so many negative things coming at us. In a lot of cases, I believe that, the descendants of Africans in America, we've been through so much that, like, stress and strife is sort of our default. So we look for it sometimes. We attract it to ourselves. I'm going to tell y'all this. I don't care what nobody else says. Like, when I have a spirit of happiness, and I don't mean that dumb, like just dumb and ignorant, fall for anything happiness, because I really believe it's about a balance. But when I have a mindset of peace and happiness, like amazing things and amazing people come to me. When you walking around and you grilling and you mad and shit, like you push people away from you and people don't want to be around you. And like the amazing things that happen to us that come from the Most High, in a lot of cases, it comes through the people. And you have to open your spirit and open your mind to happiness and to opulence and to things that'll make your life better. But when we all closed up and mad and you push things from you and you're calling for negative things. Like if you're always thinking about people fucking over you, that's usually the type of people that you attract. I read this book and it said people approach thought in the wrong way. They said they think it's about right and wrong thought. Your mind doesn't know the difference between good and bad. It only knows what you think about the most. So whatever you think about the most, that's almost like a prayer. So if you're always thinking about negative things, if you're always mean and thinking constantly negative, people trying to fuck over me, then 9 times out of 10, you're going to end up being the fucked up person because you're going to try to fuck somebody before they fuck you. But that's literally your prayer, what you think about all the time. You know, so we have to change our thought. And when I started smiling, it also threw off my enemies. People don't know what you're thinking about. Sometimes I just smile just to throw somebody off. Now, when y'all see me on my pictures and stuff and everybody tries to say that I'm mad, I'm a grown-ass man. Like, I just, you know, a lot of times don't nothing be wrong with me. I have a warrior spirit. So I'm usually in concentration, or I'm usually focusing on something. And just because, you know, we not supposed and smile like people think that we upset, I'm always happy in most cases. Most of the time I'm at peace. And that also gives me an opportunity to transition into what you watch on television, what you scrolling through on your phone, even the people that follow you. Like I give y'all an example. Sometimes people think I blocked them because they offended me, or I blocked them because you know, they said something wrong. That's not always the case. A lot of times if I'm scrolling through my timeline and I see a whole bunch of bullshit from you that I don't want to see, or a whole bunch of fight videos and violence and shit, I don't want that shit on my timeline. I don't. So I just block you. It ain't nothing personal. It's just that that's not the things that I want to see. Those are not the type of things that I want to come into my brain. If you are what you think, then you think about what you listen to and what you watch. You understand what I'm saying? And what you read. So, you know, just choose happiness. Choose to want better and to be better. And better things will come to you. When I started thinking better, when I started, in the book Think and Grow Rich, they said your mind is like a garden. Like, you have to tend to it every day. But just like a garden, if you skip a week, the weeds just take over. It's the same way with your mind. You have to go through every day and pick out all the negativity, you know, and all of the things that hinder you from actually being at peace or, you know, being happy, you know. And to be honest with you guys, I prefer the word peace, but I know a lot of people like the word happiness. But to be honest with you, I like to just be right here. And the reason why I say that is because I believe that being too elated is similar to being depressed. Like, life is neither good or bad. It just is. And it depends how you look at things. You know, and no matter how hard things are, I think if we start focusing on the simple things, like I had a friend girl who she prays and is thankful to God for her sight. She's thankful for her left leg and her right leg. And I remember listening to her one time and she said, thank you for the ability to breathe, to just breathe fucking air. Like, I think we get so caught up into technology, we get so caught up in just the world, period, and our own problems, that we forget to pray for sight and be thankful for just being able to see, you know. I think once you realize that, you know, the things that are the most important in life, you only get one of them. You only get one left eye, one right eye. You know, you only get one first brother or one second sister or one mother, you know, or one father or one grandfather, you know, that belongs to your mother or father. You know what I'm saying? So, like, start looking at things from a better perspective. Even with death, I think we as a people, we mourn death way too hard and way too long. Like the gift of life, the balance of that is death. And we really, we listen to what these people give us, but don't nobody know nothing about no death. Ain't nobody died and really came back. And one dude said something that was so cold. He was like, them people who said that they died and went to heaven and came back, if you notice those people in different religions, like God looks like whatever they believe in. So the people who believe in Christianity think they saw Jesus. The people who believe in whatever believe, they saw whatever they believed in. So for me, like, it might be better on the other side. Death may be the greatest thing that ever happened to a living person. You get to go back to the essence. So like, just mourning within itself, if somebody that you know real close has died, be thankful for the times that you did have with them. And the fact that they're able to transition to something higher. I believe because of slavery and what our people have gone through, like just pain is sort of like our default, and we got to get past that. I go to a therapist. I ain't gonna even sit here and lie. I start getting shaky. I go sit down on the couch. My problems. I want to leave y'all with one more thing. A friend of mine said the reason why we need therapists so bad is because we don't have real friends. A real friend is someone who listens and don't tell you business. But so many times when we're going through things, people want to hear themselves talk and not really listen to the people who are going through it, because a lot of times people just want to get it out of their brains, out of their bodies, and they just need someone to be quiet. And that's what a therapist does. A therapist listens with no interruptions and then gives their opinion. And by oath, they can't speak about that outside of the office. And that's what you call a real friend. But there's not too many of those out there. So my name is David Banner. I love y'all with all my heart. I appreciate it. I hope this video helps. We're all over the United States with the God Box Lecture Series. LA, we finally got, I'm finally coming to LA to speak. The venue is already saying we're speaking in the Black History Museum in LA. They're already saying that it's standing room only, and they just put the advertisement out, and they said the phones are ringing. So LA, I appreciate it. I really believe that this is going to turn into something else. We're gonna be in North Carolina this weekend. Y'all check out my Instagram for all the posts. Y'all know where I'll be at. So I love y'all. And I appreciate y'all with all my heart. And I thank y'all for allowing me to grow and become a better man. And just be good. Thank you.